All right, welcome to episode number 19 of Gears and Beers, the portion of our podcast where we record every other Wednesday night live on Facebook, where we talk about gear we love, gear we hate, gun industry news, and whatever other dumb shit that we can come up with. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the Phlster Enigma. More shit going on with the ATF and pistol braces. I know we've been talking about it a lot lately, but there's a lot of shit happening with it. And also some shit going on with Black Rifle Coffee Company. And maybe we'll get to a couple of other random topics too. Our panel is made up of that guy up on the left. That is Johnson. And to his side is Sam, the owner of Shyworks, the sponsor of tonight's episode.
Howdy, howdy.
And I'm your host, Box. And my video is frozen again, isn't it? God damn it. Fuck you, Jitsi. I hate you. Okay.
Well, at least you don't look like totally retarded in it. You look like, half-ass present. Well, I mean, you got what the fuck is going on face.
You got your mouth open.
Yeah.
Like a mouth breather.
Real mouth breather
good.
going on there. Okay, well, is anybody drinking anything exotic?
No, I think I'm drinking the same thing I was last time. This Samuel Adams Boston Lager. Nothing.
I got Blue Moon Mango Wheat.
Mango wheat?
That sounds terrible.
It's pretty good. I don't know. I think it's pretty good. We bought a bunch of. I bought it because I thought my wife would like it, but I bought all the Shiner holiday kind of stuff. They have a holiday cheer, which is peach and pecan flavored, which is really good. Then they have this cold front mixed 6-pack where it's got s'mores and other shit. And my wife's just been drinking all the Shiners, so I'm left with this.
Well, you got to do what you got to do. Here's beer. It's all right. Box, are you gonna make it or?
I'm working on it. Things are not going my way right now for some reason.
My man. Bullet Bourbon, Miles says.
Okay.
Oh.
It appears I'm back in, so...
Cheer beer is my favorite. Yeah, it's Johnson's favorite too.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we want to start with, guys? Do we want to start right off with the depressing ATF shit, or...
Stickers.
Oh, right. If you guys, we're trying to do this. We forget most times. But if you want some stickers... These guys, right here, they're beautiful. Gears and Beers stickers.
And beers.
Share the feed and comment on the feed that you shared it, so we know that you did, and we'll be notified, or we'll be notified. Jesus, I'm drunk. We'll have a drawing at the end, and you might win a sticker. And if we get 20 shares, I think Sam has something special there to give away. Unless he forgot it, even though he mentioned it 5 minutes ago to me.
You want me to go grab it? It's in the shop.
He did forget it, didn't he?
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'll grab it. 2 feet away.
He's got these metal patches. God damn it, I'm frozen again. This is really pissing me off. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on, but it's terrible.
I don't know what is going on.
Yeah, pretty annoying.
Just don't understand.
Just punch it. Well, I don't really have money to buy a new one, so I'm not going to punch it, Jay.
All right, guys, if we get 20 shares, we're going to give away this little nice little patch. I actually did make this a patch. It is a metal card, Velcro on the back, so it's just like a morale patch. This is the way with the American flag on a Mandalorian helmet. Some Beskar steel grain in the back. But yeah, if we get 20 shares, I'll give this away to somebody. So we're also going to be offering these shortly, as soon as I get up and running on them. So we're going to have these maybe round 2-inch round tags and stuff too, but all sorts of badass stuff we're going to be doing on these. And the cool thing is these are lasered, so I can do whatever the hell we want on them. I'm pretty stoked about it. So Yep.
That is pretty exciting.
I think so. I'm excited.
Okay, well, now that we're done with that little part, why don't we jump into this Phlster Enigma? I don't know if anybody's heard about this thing, but it's pretty freaking awesome. This is probably one of the bigger developments to come out in the concealed carry world in recent memory, anyways, at least for me. There's a lot of people that always worry about being able to carry without a belt or in their sweatpants or gym shorts or when they're running or anything like that. So that's always been a big concern. A lot of people go to belly bands or using Ulta clips on their gym shorts, which isn't always a great option. So Filster has been working on this project for the last 2 years or something. I'll throw up a picture here for you guys. I didn't think that one through either. But they've developed what is essentially, it's not a holster, or a belly band. It's a chassis, really, is what it is. Let me throw it up here for you. Awkward silence here, boys.
Sorry. Yeah, so this thing is he sent us a link to this to the video on this, and it's a really cool
thingy.
It's a really cool idea. And that's always kind of been a thing. I actually asked this question to these guys last weekend. I said, when I'm wearing overalls, what the hell how am I supposed to carry? You know, I don't have a belt to put a holster in or anything like that. And this would be a really good option for that. And the other thing that I think could be an awesome option for is just, you know, like gym shorts, like you were saying.
It looks, I don't know, it looks like there's a lot to it. I understand it's probably not once you get it on and everything's like, you know, in where it's supposed to be. But just glancing at the picture, it does look like there's a bit to it.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of hardware, but that also means there's a ton of adjustability. There's, I think, 12 holes. I think there is, which means you can adjust how tight it is on white ones. So, why is that funny? 12 holes?
No. Never mind. I'm not even going to go there.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go
Good.
There.
Oh, really?
Keaton, yes, that strap is for the leg because it's unlike your typical gun belt. It's not a rigid belt. The belt is actually made out of your nylon webbing, the mil-spec 1733-7 nylon webbing, the typical webbing that you have with your gear, you know. Well, so it's not. Yeah. It's not elastic, so it's somewhat rigid, but not a lot. So that strap that goes down to your leg, helps hold the holster down when you go to draw, which in a holster like mine, I have the retention low enough where that wouldn't really be an issue anyways. I mean, I can see that being kind of annoying for a lot of people, but I think after the initial week, you'd get used to wearing a band around your leg. It might be pretty annoying.
I think it's something that you would, and that's the thing is I don't think it would be tight enough around like your thigh that it would be bothersome.
No,
but also you'd notice it like walking around. You know, I think you'd notice it at first for like probably the first week. But after that, I don't think you'd ever even notice them.
Well, it's like boxer briefs. I don't imagine you have to wear that very tight. So It's kind of like having boxer briefs. That's weird. That was weird when I first switched to boxer briefs years and years ago. Because I'm like, I'm not used to having this around my leg. Now it's weird not wearing boxer briefs. Sam, you were going to say something?
Yeah. I don't know if I could get used to that because, I mean, like, if you think about it, so this is worn underneath your jeans or your gym shorts or whatever, correct?
Yes.
So that band is, or that loop around the leg is going to be over top of your underwear, and that's going to be like I guess
That
I
would
don't know,
make it
might-
more tolerable to me.
Yeah, but it's going to be jamming up those undies into your funyuns, and it's going to just be.
Funyuns.
I don't know. I guess I would have to try it out before I could really make a judgment on if it's going to suck or not.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it was initially geared towards women, so that might play part of it.
No, they ain't got the funyuns that we got to worry about. So.
Yeah, but it totally for dudes too. I mean, it solves a ton of problems for, I don't know, just so many problems that it's solving with carrying without a belt or without jeans or anything like that. I actually think, Sam, we were talking about Kendra and carry solutions for her. I think this, if you got her this and a Filster Pro Series holster, she would be fucking set, depending on what she wants to carry anyways. She was carrying a
shield.
Oh, yeah.
Shield.
Yeah, you can't, because Pro Series, well, it would work with that, but you can't. He doesn't. The Pro Series is only in like 3 models right now, so it couldn't get a Pro Series.
But it works with whatever holster you'd want, really.
Well, it's right now it's only for non-light bearing holsters and holsters that already have concealment wings on them with the RCS spacing, which is your standard spacing for your wings, which is like your Raven concealment wings, your mod wings, your dark wings. It's all the big name ones, but not like Vetter, the ones with the single holes. So it's pretty universal. I mean, there's some companies out there that aren't using standard shit.
So what are we talking about price wise?
$85.
Not bad.
And that gets you your loop or your belt type thing and the thing around the leg, and that's minus a holster, correct?
Yeah, correct. That's without a holster.
That's not that bad.
No, and a Pro
You can spend $50 to $75 on a good gun belt. Just hold your damn pants up.
Yeah. So on top, and if you were going to go with a Filster Pro Series holster, you would spend another $80 on top of that. So $165. You got a setup where you can carry reliably and solidly in any outfit that you choose. I mean, other than like a fucking dress.
Well, I mean, you could still wear it in a dress.
Yeah, you just have to pull the dress up to your fucking up to your.
Want to see my tits?
Yeah, but that's
just kidding.
I honestly don't think that's an issue whatsoever, because if you are in a situation that requires you to pull out your gun, who the hell cares?
Yeah, that's true.
Number one. Number two, it's gonna distract them.
They're gonna be like, "What the?
That bitch gonna flash me right before I shoot her in the face."
Yeah, that's like what a TV show was that? The guy just like he's gonna get in a fight with somebody, so he just like strips naked, and the guy's not gonna fight him and be like, "What the hell are you doing?" You know, I think it'd be the same shock factor if you whip up your dress. I don't see an issue carrying like that in a dress, I guess. Keaton says the only thing you can imagine is how uncomfortable it'd be in the heat. So he's thinking of rub your leg raw when you're sweating, but I don't think that's going to be tight. I think the whole idea behind that around your leg is when you pull up, then it gets tight around your leg so you can. So I don't think it's going to be tight around your leg, Keaton.
Yeah.
And another thing is, I don't think it would hang low enough. Like I guess I don't know if you're a tighty whitey kind of guy or boxers or what, but like if you have boxer briefs on, like I don't think it would get low enough to be on bare skin. You know, like I don't think it sags that low to where it would be on bare skin and rub you raw.
Right. Yeah, Miles or the kilt. Yeah, Johnson got that fixed the other day, so we can now do our photo shoot.
Turns out it's not that hard to put snaps in things. And you get to use a hammer. So, I mean, I was a shoo-in for figuring out how to do that.
Sewing with hammers.
Yeah.
Jay says, might write up into their fun box. I don't know. That's really got to write up a long ways. And I mean, they wear fucking thongs all the time anyway. So what's really the difference? What about the big dudes just tucking weapons into their fat belly rolls?
Hey, I do it
I don't know.
from time to time. Just lift one up, stick a gun in there, let it flop back down on there.
You seen that video where that big ass fat guy
Yeah.
walks up there and pulls an AR out of his fat roll?
God.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm totally off topic tonight.
That was
my bad.
pretty gross video, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
So, I guess maybe, is this meant to be like worn with jeans and shit?
It can be, yeah. It can be worn with, yeah. It's
mostly I think it's more geared toward gym shorts and yoga pants, probably.
well, that's kind of what it was aiming to, the problem that it was aiming to solve, but in turn, it's just created a complete fucking solution for
the other
everything.
thing that I saw. The other thing that I saw was like people in business attire would be helpful because if you have like a nice fancy belt and you don't want like these big clips sticking over your nice belt with your shirt tucked in and stuff like that, this would also be another decent solution for that, where you could tuck it kind of deep to where it's behind your pants so it's not printing on a tucked in shirt, but you don't have clips sticking out of your, outside.
Right. That's true.
So I think kind of in the more business or dressed up occasion, that might be another good option.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie. If I had money right now, I would probably buy this along with a new holster. Actually, I wouldn't because they don't support M&P either. Damn it, they don't support anything I like. But yeah, I would be running. I would at least try this thing out. I don't care if it is $85. I would buy it and try it out because I'm sure there would be at some point I could find a use for it.
Well, realistically, we're pretty handy guys. Is this something that we could make work with pretty much any holster, or is it a kind of it's got to be what it's got to be?
I think we could probably make it work.
It depends what your definition of work is, I guess.
Yeah.
Because if you're only,
I'll drill new holes in my holster to make it line up with the holes in that thing.
I mean,
there's
you
not
could technically.
Yeah, you could, but
if you got a recessed area for your screw heads to sit in,
because it's gonna go down underneath, in front of the trigger guard. There's not going to be that much material there. If there's if there's already two holes there and they're not in the correct spacing, then you're pretty much screwed. Otherwise, you're sacrificing a lot of structure down there.
Right.
Yeah. I guess. I mean,
duct tape.
I could see how this would be cool. I don't think I'm really into it just because if I'm leaving the house 99.5% of the times I wear jeans. So it's not an issue for me, but I could totally see where. And the girlfriend, I might bring this up to her and see if she's interested in it.
But you do also wear your jeans rather loosely, Sam. So this could kind of help be a more secure solution for you.
They're getting tighter and tighter every day, Bucks.
It's a fat joke, Sam.
I don't think Johnson has any room to talk, so I'm not even offended.
Oh, I'm fatter than you? Doesn't mean I can't say you're getting fatter?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, you got to be
aware of that rule.
Yeah. Or at least, I mean, you can still call me that, but I really don't give a shit until you're skinnier than me.
Until you surpass me in weight, which at the rate you're going could be in the next 6 to 9 months.
Well, I eat a lot better with the girlfriend around.
Yeah.
Miles says we could always go old school shoulder holster. I have never understood the shoulder holster and why it's so prominent in movies because it's just it's so fucking dumb. I mean, how is that better for people?
And I could see if you don't give a shit if you're flagging anybody and it's the winter and you got a jacket on. Sure, I guess. Well, if I was gangster and I'm carrying strapped all the time, didn't give a shit, maybe. I mean, I might be interested in it.
I mean, the only way a guy could really be legit with, shoulder holster under the armpit holsters is if you had 2 badass walnut grip nickel plated fully polished 1911s, you know, those maybe like some custom engraving on them, then hey, you know what? You do what you want to do.
Before I forget, 1911s. If you guys are wanting a 1911, Fleet Farm is doing $400 Rock Island Armory 1911s.
I saw that
over this weekend. So, I mean, Rock Island Armory makes a pretty decent 1911. If you want one, go grab it.
Maybe
And
they
also-
don't if they're offering them for $400.
I shot one of the 10 millimeters, a 6-inch barreled 10 millimeter Rock Island Armory. That was a smooth shooting son of a bitch. Actually, it was.
Yeah, their 1911s are pretty decent. I don't know how they're selling them that cheap, but and also we got a lot of new people in here. If you want a chance at some stickers, get some Gears and Beer stickers. I'll even throw a Shyworks sticker in there. Go ahead and share the video and comment shared in the comments. If we get 20 shares, then I'll give away this little patch. This is the way with the American flag on the Mandalorian helmet. It is a patch, got Velcro on the back. This is something we're going to be offering more of in the future. So
It's
if we
not
get 20 shares, we'll give this away.
it's not your typical patch. It's not a PVC patch. It's a metal patch.
It is.
It's a
It's metal.
little bit different.
It's kind of. It's
hate to-
definitely. It's badass. So I dig it. I really like this way of doing things. So he's back.
Look at that. He fixed it without even having to hang up.
Would you look at that?
Yeah.
Would you just look at
Genius.
that?
I figured it all out.
Josh, where is the Rock Island Armory factory?
Rock Island.
Nathan, good luck finding 45. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't find it in the store, but some of us got it.
45.
Some of us got it stocked up yet. So
Yeah.
Who even wants
Keaton.
45 ACP anyways?
Keaton couldn't carry a spare mag with that holster system, and I don't think that's supported right now.
I mean, you could.
there's other ways to do it.
You could, I suppose, you could put it, if you even had like a Neo Mag or something, you could put it over the belt or the.
Let me look at it quick. Yeah. It doesn't really look like you could. I mean,
There's other options. Neo Mag. You could just get a belt or one clip to your waistband. There's other ways to do it. So
yeah, and
even if you couldn't, not a big deal.
yeah, it's not. It doesn't work for the T-Rex or the sidecar style holsters either. So with your holsters with the integrated mag carriers in them, it's not designed for that. It does not work for those.
Boxar Facebook videos just went black.
I'm showing it okay.
Oh, just came back.
That's just, I don't know why it would do that. Look, everything's good on my side.
Brett, the challenge coins came out pretty decent. I just did a Star Wars Beskar grain type thing, and it came out pretty cool. I might be offering some of those type of stuff here in the future too. So,
Okay, well, we managed to talk about that for 20 minutes.
Really?
we can
long
talk
time.
about anything for 20 minutes, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Anything.
that's true.
That's
Give us a
quite
subject.
true.
I guarantee we could talk about anything.
Rhinoceros.
Oh, we can get off on a tangent
Oh,
for about
shit.
a half an hour too.
Yeah, I could. If
You know
want
what
me to,
I
could
really
go.
hate about rhinoceroses? It's how you pluralize their fucking name.
Is it rhinoceroses or is it rhinoceri?
Probably rhinoceri. I don't know.
They're just like ugly. The thing is, they're unicorns. They're just ugly.
They're not ugly unicorns. They're like up armored cows.
Up armored unicorns, just fucking ugly. See, we talked about it for a minute already. Moving on.
A cow fucked a unicorn, and there we go.
Oh no!
Well, I
And
didn't
an
expect.
armadillo.
I didn't expect that to go anywhere. In all honesty, guys,
It's like-
I just expected that to go down the shitter. But
Honestly, I think a unicorn and an armadillo had offspring.
yeah,
So we're gonna do this one of these days. We're gonna do a podcast live, and every single will just be random ass topics from the listeners, as random as they can possibly think of.
Oh, hell with that. We'll go on Google and just find like a random topic generator. Spin that bitch, see what pops up. We'll talk about it for 15 minutes. Spin it again. We'll have timers set up so it can cut us off, because I know we'll blast through 15 minutes about anything.
Duct tape and super glue, Jay Nelson says. Oh, we can't bring that up. Sam gets flashbacks. Okay, well, why don't we move on? What do we want to move on to next? Black Rifle Coffee or the fucking ATF shit?
Black Rifle, probably.
Okay, why don't you carry that one, Sam?
Yeah. So earlier in this week, or was it last week already? Kyle Rittenhouse he posted bail. He, due to a couple celebrities that helped him out, one guy from NYPD Blue, the show, TV show, donated, what did you say, like $50,000?
No, the NYPD Blue dude gave $150,000, and then the owner of My Pillow donated $50,000.
Right. So, anyways, Rittenhouse, he made bail. It was a $2 million bail. He made bail. He got out and he took a picture with one of those guys that helped post his bail, and he happened to be wearing a BRCC shirt, Black Rifle Coffee Company shirt. And then rumors started floating around the internet, like they always freaking do, that BRCC was involved somehow and that they were sponsoring him, which is not true. They had nothing to do with it. And then yes, Box.
What it was is somebody took it upon themselves to post their own affiliate link with that picture so they could get money off of it. So Black Rifle offers an affiliate program, you know how those work.
Right.
Somebody posted that picture with their personal affiliate link, and that's what started the whole fucking thing. Yes.
Yeah, that's what made a lot of people think that it was a sponsored deal.
Okay. And then I've heard that Black Rifle then threatened to pull their sponsorships from the specific podcast or whatever it was on, if they didn't take that picture down and stop claiming that BRCC was involved. But they put out a statement that it was just a very neutral statement. No, we are not involved with Kyle Rittenhouse. We've never been a sponsor of him. We've never spoken to him. We did not donate, and we are not a political entity. We don't donate to political causes, blah, blah, blah. A lot of people on the right got pissed at that and started saying, well, you Black Rifle Coffee, you should be supporting, he had a right to self-defense. Which, yeah, he absolutely does. But now there's a lot of people, a lot of right-wingers calling for the boycott of BRCC, which, to me, in and of itself is, I'm sorry, fucking. Or excuse me, something just happened there. The right is the people that say, hey, this cancel culture is stupid. This is retarded. And then when something happens on our own side, we go and do the exact same shit. Like, how are we any better? That's the number one point that pisses me off.
Yeah.
And really, Black Rifle was in a really tough spot right there. They could either probably should have kept their mouth shut and just played it cool and not said a goddamn thing. But they...
I don't know. Because, I don't know. It's hard because, yes, a lot of people see them as a pro-Second Amendment company just because of the people who are the face of that company, you know? Firearms industry at all. So
right.
They sell coffee and t-shirts and motherfucker, I just saw a mouse in here, you son of a bitch. Oh. Oh, it's going to be war tonight.
Get Dave out there. Johnson, what the hell's going on here?
I don't know. Box can't seem to get his camera to work.
It's just Jitsi being fucking retarded. I can still talk, but
Yeah. But
Okay.
the fact of the matter is, they're not a firearms business. They're not in the firearms industry. So,
Right.
like, they don't need to be pro Second Amendment. They hire veterans and they employ a lot of veterans, and that's a good thing. But they're in the business of making money, not being pro Second Amendment.
And
it's
a
not.
lot of they donate to causes that further Second Amendment. So they do in that way. And also their ultimate goal is their ultimate goal is to employ veterans. That's what they want to do. And realistically, if you think about it, if they take a stance let's be honest here, half the country, because of our fucked up news media, sees Kyle Rittenhouse as a white supremacist mass murderer. Whether he is going to alienate half of your fucking customers.
Right.
It's a stupid business decision, and it'd be foolish to go that route. And that's going to ultimately work against their main goal of being able to employ 10,000 veterans. So
Right.
I think everybody wanting them to support him, if you look at it business-wise, it's a stupid fucking decision. And I'm glad they didn't. Oh, I'm not glad they didn't go that route, but I can totally respect them not going that route. I mean, it would be foolish to.
Yeah, and if they were in, kind of like Miles says, they were in a no-win situation. That's 100% true. There was no.
Yeah, there's no
way.
winning.
There was no way for them to come out of there looking good.
No,
they tried to do the most neutral thing they could and just say, hey, we're not associated with him. We don't, fund these kinds of things, and we don't sponsor him. They tried to be neutral about it. And like you said, when, the right hates cancel culture, but then something like that happens, they, I don't know.
Nathan, he says unexpected spotlight could have been steered positively. Kyle Rittenhouse, you alienate half of the country, half of your customers, ultimately working against your goal. If you stay neutral like they did, the people will fucking eat them. And if you deny, if you stand up and say no, we're against Kyle Rittenhouse, then we'd still eat him. So realistically, it was a no-win situation. There's nothing. And as far as a business like mine, I'm in the gun industry. Like I can post that shit and say, hell yeah, I support that, because guess what? Left-wing lunatics aren't going to give me business anyways. And I'm okay with that. So it's a whole nother animal for me as a business owner, especially a small business owner, not on the stage, not on the massive stage that they are. So I can respect where they're coming from. They may have made a mistake or two in the way that they did things, but they're human just like the rest of us, just trying to do the right thing and ultimately trying to employ as many veterans as they can. So I can respect their decision. And they certainly didn't lose my business, although I'm a cheap ass. I just drink Folgers anyway. So
right. For the most part, anyway, I do the same.
Box, you still having issues?
Apparently,
you're whispering.
Yes. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I'm getting real tired of it.
Hey, there, you're back.
Yeah, you look like you're fine now.
Just now.
It's for about 30 seconds.
Yeah. Give me a few seconds. I'll be frozen again. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but it's getting real old.
As long as the audio's working, it is.
See? Oh, great. Yeah, good frame for me to freeze on.
Hey, that's a nice one.
Perfect. I'm just
looking good.
Just gonna leave it, I guess, because I'm tired of fucking with it.
Can you just put an avatar type thing up there, like a picture?
Probably, but it sounds like a lot of work.
Anyways, Box, what's your thoughts on the subject, Box?
To be honest, I haven't really been listening. I've been fucking around with this shit for a while. I think they should have just kept their mouths shut. But yeah, other than that, I don't know why they had to come out and say anything other than, "Hey, we didn't sponsor this dude."
That's basically all they said.
I think what really pissed people off was we don't support legal advocacy. I can't say that fucking
advocacy.
word. Yeah, that one. I think that's what really started to piss people off is they used the words "we don't support."
Yeah.
And that's what really got
probably
me.
bad phrasing, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I mean, really, this will blow over. I doubt they really lose much business from them because I mean, the hardcore people that are actually ordering that every day or every week, are they really going to stop just because? I mean, truly, I really don't feel like this is gonna cost them, if anything. There's guys saying Evan donated to Obama and some Democratic people. That's not quite true. We were talking about this before the show. He did donate to Tulsi Gabbard because he thought she was the only half-assed sane person in the entire group of Democrats, and he wanted her to kind of drag
the debates out a little farther,
which I can totally appreciate. Having listened to Evan Hafer and the Black Rifle Boys for a long time on their podcast, which is actually what kind of pushed us and myself, anyways, into being interested in podcasts and everything, and really the ultimate thing that triggered us to getting into podcasting. Mm-hmm. Evan's an extremely intelligent individual. He is extremely political. He's very savvy when it comes to that stuff. He's a very smart person. And he's 100% committed to the Second Amendment. So everybody saying that he's not is 100% false.
Yeah.
It's just not true. So but as him donated to Tulsi Gabbard, she was the only Democrat that I would ever even for a split second even think voting about.
Consider, yeah.
Right. So I can respect him the way that he did that, or the reasons he did that for. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you guys enjoy our podcast, I almost hate to pimp theirs as well, but go and listen to someone like the first several hundred of the Drinking Bros podcasts. Those are some of the most enjoyable podcasts.
Did you hear what you just said?
That I ever listened to. I fucking love those.
The first several hundred.
Box, we can't hear.
You're muted, Box.
Box is muted.
Yeah.
God damn it!
I guess we're
need to hear those.
So let's just keep on rocking without Box in if he's having audio issues.
Why can you hear me now?
No, nothing, Box.
Jesus fucking Christ.
But yeah, the last thing we kind of wanted to talk about tonight was this whole ATF debacle that they just unleashed the day before. We're going to go. We all kind of saw coming with the whole honey badger thing. I think, it was kind of apparent that this was coming.
Right.
But it doesn't make it any less
irritating.
I don't know if you call it scary, but yeah, irritating. So basically, just an unelected bureaucrat just deciding, this is legal, this isn't legal. I don't care. Screw it. I'm going to change my mind this week. It was fine last month, but I feel like being a dick.
So what we're talking about is there's an article, an AmmoLand article, detailing a 2018 letter provided via a Freedom of Information Act request that was sent from the ATF to SB Tactical. SB Tactical is the main company doing putting out ammo braces. There's a bunch of others, putting out pistol braces. There's a bunch of others, obviously. They're the main one. And the ATF is now accusing the company of selling braces that were technically never approved. So what they're saying is the short version is that SB Tactical has advertised braces that hasn't been evaluated by the ATF and saying they were evaluated and approved. And there's only 2 braces by SB Tactical that were actually approved by the ATF, supposedly. Mm-hmm. That were the original, the SB15 and MPX PSB models, which I don't know what that one is for the MPX, obviously.
Right.
But there's 23 other models that are sold by SB at this time. So that is what this letter to the SB Tactical says. But SB Tactical came out with a statement today that's saying that is completely patently false, and saying that is completely untrue.
Well, yeah, and what they were saying was basically that, hey, they told us that as long as we had bifurcated flaps, the rubber flaps that were bifurcated and the Velcro strap, as long as that was continuing to be the main design features of the braces, that they were okay to continue.
Right.
The problem is that the ATF they've done this forever and ever. We're not actually going to give you hard and fast guidelines. These are the actual guidelines. It is this dimension, this measurement, this feature, this design element. They don't give you those. They just kind of say what we decide.
Right.
Like the whole thing. Pro Gun Memes, the operator of Pro Gun Memes, he actually wrote a post on this about how it's all arbitrary, and how when this began just in the Prohibition era and at the end of Prohibition, the whole SBR thing was basically, the 16-inch barrel was just an arbitrary number they picked, right, for the barrel length. And they said anything under 16 inches for a barrel length can be concealed. So, it's got to have a stock on it or whatever. That's what classified a rifle. And they've stuck to that for short barrel rifles since then. And now that, they've sat on this crutch of a 16-inch rifle length barrel for so long, and we've used these pistol braces as a loophole for years now. And I mean, that's all it really is just a loophole to skirt SBR laws, right? For a lot of people. And the fact that, that they created this SBR law because, so many of these violent criminals are going to conceal these. Basically, the SBR thing was gangsters were keeping Tommy guns under their trench coats. Well, that shit doesn't happen anymore. And with all the millions of pistol braces out there and people with SBRs, if they want to call them that now, with these pistol braces, how many have been used in violent crimes? And, how many deaths are we talking about with pistol braces installed? So is the actual SBR law even a valid thing to be arguing about anymore?
No.
The SBR, if anything, not even just the whole NFA, which in my opinion, the whole NFA needs to be repealed because it's an outdated bill that doesn't apply to hardly anything that happens anymore, but they'll never do that because that's giving gun rights back to people. But getting SBRs even removed from the NFA, because that's not that has no...
They're fucking completely and totally pointless anymore.
Yeah.
Completely and totally pointless. The only thing they do, which they will never remove them, is because they make money off of them. And that's it. And these pistol braces have blown up in the last few years, and they're losing $200 on every one.
Yep.
But most people would never fucking build an SBR if they had to go that $200 route. So they're really not losing out on any money.
I think a lot more people at this point are just going to say, well, if the SB tactical braces are illegal, I'll just put a stock on the fucking thing then. What's the difference?
Yeah, it's 10 years either fucking way, so who the hell cares?
Right. I might as well put a good fucking stock, give me a B5 stop mod for this bitch then. Fine.
Right. Or do you just do you just keep the brace on and plead ignorance?
Right.
Obviously, that's ignorance of the law is no excuse, but recently, actually, in Texas, they tried to prosecute somebody for a bump stock, and it was just the charges were completely dropped because they had an ex-ATF employee that was going to lay waste to it. Basically said that it in no way fucking makes a machine gun. So, I mean, are you going to start seeing people just say, I know I'll leave my brace on. Fuck it. Like, if I had one, I mean, I lost it in a boating accident. But, I mean, why?
Yeah, last time I went carp fishing, all my AR pistols we hit a big wake. Damnedest thing.
Crazy thing. It's crazy. But I see, if this were to happen, I see mass non-compliance. Because if everybody just says, fuck you, what are they going to do? Arrest 4 million people? 5 million?
Right.
7 million? Whatever it is. There's no actual number out there. What do you can't put 5, 6, 7 million people in prison. It doesn't work.
They'll damn sure try if they can get away with it, though. They will.
Yeah. Box, are you back with us yet?
You tell me.
No,
he's definitely back. He's definitely not. Do you know sign language? Can you write stuff? Tell you what, you use a chat box just like everybody else. You've been demoted.
How about now?
Oh, kind of heard you. Talk louder.
How about now?
Yeah.
There you go. Hey, welcome back, little guy.
Wow, good to be back.
What have you been doing?
Mostly just sitting here staring at the computer, fucking around with things.
Going, what is wrong?
Plugging and unplugging things, turning things off, turning things on.
So, but ultimately, let's say that because obviously, let's say that Biden gets in. It's looking more and more like that's going to be the case. And as soon as that happens, the ATF is going for broke on pistol braces and 80% receivers.
Yeah. And then next will be 30-round mags nationwide.
Will be what?
30-round mags nationwide.
Yeah, good fucking luck. There's billions of them in circulation. Literally billions. Good fucking luck.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they won't even go for that. They'll just go straight for the fucking buyback programs. They'll say fuck the magazines. They'll just go for the buyback programs.
I don't see anything like this. Shit like that may work on a state level. But federally, all in one big fucking swoop like that, there's no fucking chance. That's asking for a civil war.
Yeah,
I can see over the course of 5 years where they take more and more here and there, like they have for the last fucking 12 years in California, where they just keep piling shit on. But if they're just all of a sudden be like, nope, can't have 30-round mags, can't have pistol braces, federally, that's going to be a shit show. That's not going to work.
Yeah.
I think
it's going to be mass civil disobedience at that point.
I'm not even sure it's going to be civil disobedience.
Right. Yeah, true.
But let's hit the brakes and say they do go after pistol braces and the ATF arbitrarily says pistol braces are no longer legal. You guys screwed the pooch. They're all illegal now. Immediately there is going to be lawsuits because you got 4, 5, 7 million, 8 million, who the hell knows, pistol brace owners.
I don't think there's
and how many of those. there's a minimum of 5 million, 4 to 5 million pistol brace owners that have been. They're saying that many has, at least that many has been sold that they know of.
Sold, yeah, but how many people are owning multiple?
So I don't remember what the number was. The number was like 7.5 million sold, and they figured roughly 3 to 4 million individual owners.
Either way, okay. So let's just play along on the 4 million. Let's just say that's what it is, 4 million. There's 4 million people. How many of those people are going to file lawsuits? That injunction that will be going to a judge, that will be put on hold, and then it will go to court for who knows how many years before it's ever actually made official, even if it does ever actually get to that point. Because this is an issue that seems to me that is about bureaucracy, first try, and this arbitrary, stupid laws that these people are allowed to make. This is a case that will work up the chain and go to the Supreme Court if they have the balls to take up a case like this. Because
the problem I see with it all is that there's no legislation being made by actual elected officials and lawmakers. It's just a rogue bureau, government agency that's just making up laws as they go and coming up with definitions for laws as they go.
Unconstitutional, 100%. Like,
yeah, and there's no
this is okay.
Yeah, there's no reason that they should just be able to deem something legal and illegal without there's no checks or balances there. It's literally just one agency saying, hey, we deal with guns and tobacco, and whatever we say goes. No.
So we kind of got off the main subject, which was SB Tactical. So I'm curious though, whether who's lying in this situation. I mean, obviously, I'm going to go ahead and say
government.
The fucking ATF.
Are you shitting me?
Right. Obviously,
that's a pretty stupid fucking question, Sam.
But
the government wouldn't lie to us. They're the government.
But here's the problem. This is from a statement that SB Tactical put out today. It says, historically, the ATF communicated to SB Tactical on numerous occasions that as long as the technology of bifurcated flaps and Velcro...
Wow, you got it first try. That is impressive.
Flaps and Velcro didn't change. There's no requirement to resubmit. So that has been what they're telling SB Tactical. But so did they actually ever get approval for this? So that's the problem. Is yes, the ATF was telling SB Tactical, no, everything's cool. You're fine. You're good. You're legal to go. But unless that they actually have legal letters for every single one of these braces, and the ATF now has changed their mind, they're fucked.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like each individual model should have been submitted to the ATF for approval, just so you don't have issues like this. But at the same time, like if the ATF, give me 1 second. If the ATF says, right, that this design feature is approved and you're good to continue, does that mean you're good to continue as long as you don't have running changes on this model? Or is you're good to make all kinds of new products as long as they follow the same design features?
Well, because I mean,
you can have, we have this exact same model, but it's a Gen 2 now, and the Gen 2 doesn't have bifurcated flaps. Then they can say, hey, that's not what we approved. We're having a problem now. But that's, is that for that individual model that they submitted? Or is that, that's SB Tactical taking it as a blanket statement for anything they could produce, but did the ATF mean it as a model by model statement? That's just me playing devil's advocate there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What I was going to say, I forget what you said that reminded me of this, but SB Tactical, after they received that letter, they sent in all 23 braces to the ATF after that letter, and they have yet to receive any notes, any letters on them. They've just done nothing with them.
So how?
So this is
what,
just
And in years, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in what fucking planet can the ATF just say? I mean, it's complete and total fucking bullshit.
Well, the ATF is just going to say, hey, you shouldn't have been selling these as pistol braces because we never approved them.
But they did. Because, like, if they said,
not
okay,
technically, they only approved the 2 models.
But they were telling them different. They were saying if 13 and a half inches or whatever is the length of pull, and then there's the flaps on there and these other the same Velcro design features. Yeah. Technically, if those actual features, those physical parts of the brace didn't change, and the only thing that really changes is the aesthetics or little features here and there. If everything else is the same, there's literally no reason why it should be any different.
Yeah.
But now the ATF is just saying, well, fuck you, we're going to do what we want.
Yeah.
Isn't that what they've done from the fucking beginning?
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah. I don't know, because to me, like, they did change. They changed dramatically. It, like, just, and once again, playing devil's advocate here, but they drastically changed the design features of these things. The SB15, right, was the one model.
Ugly atrocity, yeah.
Yeah. So it went on a round pistol buffer tube, right? A non-standard buffer tube, and it was a friction fit and had like these huge flaps that went around your arm, right? And like the SBA3 and SBA4 is literally it's not all rubber. It's got a lot of hard plastic with a little soft rubber on it that goes onto a standard mil spec tube at this point and is length of pull adjustable.
But what does that matter?
So I'm saying what I'm saying is this is in response to your statement that, hey, if you guys don't change the design and you still meet these criteria, you're good to continue going. Well, they did change the design. They changed the design drastically. Like, it went from
the design features are the same.
I know. I'm just, like I'm saying, it changed drastically. It went from a completely rubber slide on to a completely round buffer tube to a buttstock with 2 flaps on the back and a Velcro strap around it. I mean, let's be realistic about it here. SB Tactical is trying to make it more and more like a stock every iteration, right? Because we're trying to get it closer and more comfortable to be shot from the shoulder. Because at first it was can we fire this from the shoulder? No, it has to be fired from the cheek. We can't shoulder it. We can shoulder it. We can't. We're not sure. And then the SBA3 came out, and everybody was just like, oh, it's a stock, but they call it a pistol brace. Cool, let's rip,
Yes, but you think that they were making all these design changes and everything without talking to the ATF? Because they were certainly talking to the ATF.
I think they were talking to the ATF. I'm just saying from a different perspective that they changed the design features drastically from the approved version to future versions. They drastically changed the whole thing.
Yeah. But the other thing is the ATF doesn't issue binding determinations. They don't regulate the manufacture, sale, or possession of firearm accessories such as stocks, secondary grips, stabilizing braces, unless they're fucking bump stocks. Obviously, that's a fucking accessory. So what they're saying, what that really means is if you add an arbitrary accessory to the gun, it doesn't convert. It shouldn't convert that into an SBR. As long as the design features, the length of pull, the wraps around your arm, blah blah blah, all the other important physical shit to it. I use my hands a lot. Holy shit. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Jazz hands. Jazz hands.
But I mean, like if the design features are the same, it shouldn't fucking change no matter how many different models there are. And SP Tactical hasn't been in contact with the ATF, so fuck the ATF. I'm tired of this shit.
I mean, realistically, the entire NFA is fucking bullshit. It needs to be repealed. The NFA, and I see a lot of push for that too, is like, hey, contact your representatives and not just say, hey, watch out for this pistol brace thing that's going to be coming through. But how about, hey, let's get headed the right direction and let's start working on repealing the NFA. Let's get an actual look at, hey, this shit is not, it doesn't make any sense anymore. This is an outdated prohibition era bill that doesn't work anymore.
Well, have you seen the latest? If Georgia doesn't go our way in January, they've put up a thing to update the ATF, which basically it's called some sort of, the bill is called something along the lines of updating modernization ATF or some shit like that, and it basically does away with even more restrictions on the ATF, so they can literally, like at this point, write their own fucking laws and do whatever the hell they want.
That sounds like what they do now.
What they already fucking do, but they're basically giving them a gold pass to fuck all the gun owners in the ass with no lube, basically.
Yeah.
Sorry for the graphic, but that's the truth.
We don't need to talk about it here tonight, but you guys should look into the proposed bills going on in Pennsylvania right now. The governor wants a fucking militia, pretty much for himself. Nobody else. Yeah. Unless you're in the militia, you can't have fucking weapons.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's total horseshit. We don't need to talk about it, but yeah, look into it. It's fucking terrible.
I'm so tired of it, dude. Like, man, just like how bad has it got in the last 10 years? In the last 10 years, like you never, like if when Obama took office, like he told me that, like, yeah, I honestly thought he was going to do a lot of bad shit, and it didn't go as bad as I thought. But like state level shit, the shit that people are pulling, just straight tyrannical fucking nonsense, man. It's got to the point where I can't fucking believe what we're seeing. Like, it's like Nazi Germany in a lot of places. Like, you will not leave your house. We're going to send the cops in if you have more than 6 people. It's like, what has happened, man? And somebody.
Well, I saw the meme today that made me chuckle a little bit. That was, at the beginning of this whole deal, we're all in this together. We're all in this together. Right. And now at the end of 2020, it's call this hotline to report your neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's steer the conversation. We bitch about this shit every fucking episode. What are we gonna do to promote freedom? Like, I mean, what do we do? Like,
not change anything that we've been doing.
Don't comply. I've been hesitant to promote that in recent memory.
Yeah.
That's what it's coming down to.
Yeah, that's what it's going to take is mass non-compliance.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's not a goddamn law that they're going to pass. Like I have, like, up to this point, I try to follow laws as best I can. Any law made after this point, it's not happening. Yep. It's not happening. I'm gonna any guns that I have that are contrary to those laws, I'm just gonna lose in boating accidents.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even gonna lose mine. I don't care. I'm just gonna keep them.
Well, if people just stop bitching about everything online. And
yeah,
I kind of wish the internet would crash a little bit sometimes.
Right.
Sometimes I wish the internet would just fucking go away.
And I was thinking that exact same thing today. It seems like 2020 has been the craziest, most fucked up year in existence, when really it's not. The only reason it seems like that is because we're so intertwined and connected that you see how fucked up humanity actually is. It's been that way forever.
Well,
it's not like we're getting worse.
Portraying it that way, and it's being shoved in your face more and more every year.
Can you imagine if they had the internet in the Dark Ages?
Oh, Christ. The plague! Can you imagine how scared everybody would have been during the bubonic plague?
Oh, man.
Right? Right?
Cliff says box for president. If you write me in, I'll take it, Cliff. But I don't really want the job.
Oh, he can't run in 2024. He's going to have to wait till 2028, man. You got
because you're not going to be old enough.
I should have ran this year. Dang it.
What are you talking about? You said you got to be what?
You just turned. You got to be 35.
I'll be 35 next election.
You just turned 30, didn't you?
No,
he's about to turn
31.
I'll be 35 next election.
Yeah.
How old are you now? 31?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you just turned 30.
Thanks,
God, you
dick.
old fucker.
That's like, speaking of which, the new podcast drops on Monday, 4 or 5 days from now. I had a genuine "oh shit, I'm old" moment on that.
It was so awesome to watch. You guys, I wish you guys could have seen.
We were talking about
in his face. It was awesome.
And I was like, "Yeah, in 15 years, I don't remember what we're talking about."
Yeah, I'll be 50.
I'll be 50, and oh my god, 15 years, I'll be 50. Fuck, I feel old.
Good stuff.
That was a genuine "oh shit" moment.
I cannot wait until your 50th birthday.
Why is that?
I just to see that, because I already know you're not even going to look at anybody. You're not going to talk to anybody. You're just going to walk around with your head down.
Why?
Because you turned 50.
Johnson, we're gonna have to make shirts with that face that he made. Put that on shirts, and we're gonna have a big old party for him.
Oh yeah.
Oh, super.
It's gonna be great.
Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it.
Well, we could probably bitch about the government and how shitty the ATF is for the next
endlessly
24 hours
yeah.
at least. And we've been going for over an hour now, so why don't we call our night, guys? You okay with that? Anybody got anything else to say?
No, I got to get back to work, actually.
What a loser.
Tell me about it. I've just tonight decided that it was my lunch break today that I decided that starting to replace my kitchen floor today was a good idea.
That probably wasn't the best idea you ever had.
Sounds
Johnson.
like a solid decision.
Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. We have a lot of cooking to do. I should destroy the entire kitchen. Yeah, that seems like a good plan.
You got people coming to your house? Or are you going somewhere?
Luckily, no. Luckily, no. There's not people coming here. But we have people coming for Wyatt's birthday in the middle of December. So I've, at least have a deadline I've got to meet. So it won't take 9 months to finish the floor. So
yeah. Well, we got to give some stickers away. You didn't get. This is a slow night for shares. We didn't get barely shit. So you guys don't get no patches. These will be in the next few weeks. These will be on the website. We're going to start selling this shit. If you want if you got some crazy cool design, let me know. I can design whatever the hell you want and then put it right on a patch. So, Box, give me a number 1 through 6.
4.
Jay Nelson.
You're welcome,
Jay Nelson.
Jay. I did that for you, buddy.
Stickers. You get some stickers. So shoot me a message with your mailing it. Have I mailed you stickers before? I feel like I've mailed you stickers before. I'm pretty sure I have. But whatever. We'll mail you some more. So yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got to say about that.
Okay, well, thanks for stopping by, everybody. Thanks for coming in on the live. You're listening to this after the fact on a podcast provider on YouTube. We do this every other Wednesday night, live on Facebook at 8:30. It's always a good time. Come in and chat with us. Give us some shit. We have YouTube. We have a Facebook page, obviously, where we do most of our posting. We do not have a Parler or a MeWe yet. We're thinking about it. We're working on it, but you will not find us there quite yet. I believe we also have a Instagram.
Yep.
And I don't know if I
Pornhub.
have it. Yeah, Pornhub. We're not on Pornhub. But we do spend a lot of time there. So
you might find us in the comments.
Go ahead and support them. Okay, I don't.
And anywhere, any big podcast providers, if you guys want to listen to this without, if you need to listen to past episodes or the regular podcast, anywhere you find your normal podcasts, Apple, Google, Spotify, things like that. So
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's all we have tonight. So once again, thanks everybody for stopping by and listening. And Sam, sign us off.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. We'll be back in 2 weeks. And I hope you all have a fantastic Thanksgiving. And freedom, man. Go see your family. Screw these stupid bullshit lockdowns. Go see your family. Spend some fantastic time with them. That is the most important thing, is spending time with your family and loved ones. So make sure you do that, guys. We certainly will be. And until we talk to you next time, remember, life's short, live free, God bless. And God bless the United States of America.
Woo! America!
Freedom!
Fund the ATF!
Repeal the NFA.